Hi there, it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today I thought I would use the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board to make a custom envelope. I did show you already how the actual envelope is made, so I will link that video in for you at the end. But what we're doing here is I've made the base envelope. This is just an A2 envelope, and then I've still kept that out flat, and now I'm using some tape and I'm masking off around the front square or rectangle of the envelope, just so that when I do my customization I'm not going to ink over the flaps. I'm going to stay within that nice box. I then took a die from Sue Wilson from this Belgium collection, just that lovely shape in there, and I cut it out of some masking paper that I've got. I've only just got this and it's really good. Again, as with all my videos, I will link the products, but this masking paper is brilliant. It's not too sticky, so it doesn't rip your paper apart. It peels off really well, but it seems to be able to be reused, and it stays thin enough that when you're doing stuff it's not creating like a little shadow line, so it's really great. So then what I'm starting out by doing is I am taking those two inks, the Simon Says Zamp and the Hero Arts ink. I'm starting with the pale colour and I'm just putting down a base across the whole of the a sort of rectangle there. Now, because the other colour is quite a lot stronger, I thought I'd go in with a brush to start with, and you'll see I'm starting at the centre on that masking taped sort of area and going out from there. What the intention is to get a darker top right corner and then going down to lighter towards the left bottom corner. So using the brush in the top right corner to add the darker ink, and then I'm going back to the sponge, and what I'm doing is, although I'm going over that darker area, it slightly picks up some of that ink that I've put down, the darker ink, and it allows me to drag it down to that midsection so that I create a sort of nice blend through, but also that the midsection is a sort of a combination of the darker ink and the paler ink. So once I was happy with that, I taped down this mask. Again, as always, I'll link all the products on the blog post, so just hop on over to that to find out exactly what these masks are, the ink colours, etc. But then what I'm doing is, over the mask I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm starting out with the dark ink and I'm starting in the top corner there, and I'm adding the darkest area in that top corner, and then I'm blending down towards the bottom left corner, and I'm just using the darker ink at the moment, just gradually blending up, building up the colour, in particular obviously getting that colour right up in that top corner there. And then I'm going to swap out to the sponge again, exactly as I did before I put the mask on. I'm just blending out using the sponge and the light colour on the mid-tone, but obviously by blending over the dark ink I am dragging that dark ink into that midsection. As you'll notice, I'm hardly going over that bottom left corner. I literally just went over it barely, just so the pale colour, just there you can see I'm just adding a tiny bit so that when we take the mask off it's just a little darker than what was there before, but not a lot. We want there not to be as much contrast as there is at the top. And then I'm working again on that midsection, just adding a little bit more colour because I felt like it was just a little bit too similar to the bottom and I wanted it to blend up, and then again just adding more dark and then blending through that midsection, and just keep repeating that process until you're satisfied with how it looks. But bear in mind it tends to look darker when you lift the mask off, so just always go perhaps a little less than you think. And then I'm just peeling off all my tapes. I've pulled off my mask and you can see how gorgeous it is, and then I pulled off the tapes around the edge. It did look as if I might be sponging over the edges of those tapes, but I actually was being really careful. And then I'm peeling off that centre mask as well, which I only did that was so that it was easy for the person writing the address to have somewhere easy to write. Obviously if you're doing something much paler than that, then you might be fine to not put a mask down in the centre there, or maybe you want to ink it with the pale blue and then mask it, and then it would stop, just sort of blend that colour through. There is all different options. And again then all I'm doing is putting the envelope together. That is exactly as I did in the original video showing you about this envelope punch board. So again, if you want to see actually how to make the envelope, then go to that video. I haven't gone into the details of the actual envelope maker on here because I've only just done a video going into that, absolutely. So as I said, I will link that on the blog post and on the end of this video as well for you. So that's it. So this was a custom designed envelope, which is to go with the card that is the Hero Arts monthly kit this month. So I am actually going to put this up with the videos that are for the Hero Arts. So instead of 2 videos for your Hero Arts kit, you're actually going to get a third one. The idea of the custom envelope was inspired by Christina Warner, so appreciate that she has a load of these on her Instagram. I think she does a lot of these things, and so I just was inspired by the idea of it. So thanks to Christina for her inspiration and her ideas. They're absolutely brilliant as always, and I hope you guys like my version. And I think you'll see when you see the video of the card for the Hero Arts card that this goes really, really well with the theme of the card as well. So I hope to see you on those other 2 videos as well, but otherwise for now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.